So in this first single bracket, when I expand it, because I can see 5p outside the bracket, I'm going to put 5p on the left here, and this 3p plus 4 will go on the top. So first of all, 5p times 3p is just 15p square. Little bit of side explanation about that. So 5p times 3p is the same as saying 5 times p times 3 times p, and 5 times 3 is 15, and then times p, which is p square, so 15p square. And then finally 5p times plus 4, well 5 times 4 is 20, so it's 20, and then times p, so it'll be 20p. It's positive. And then here, because I can see minus 2p outside the bracket, I'm going to put minus 2p here on the left, and then 3 minus 4p. So minus 2p times 3, well minus 2 times 3 is minus 6, times p will be minus 6p. And then here minus 2p times minus 4p. So to explain this, so those of you who are getting a hang of this, so minus 2 times minus 4 is 8, so it will be 8p square, and it's positive. So to explain this in a bit more detail, minus 2p times minus 4p is the same as saying minus 2 times p times minus 4 times p. Now minus 2 times minus 4, when you multiply two negative numbers, you get a positive answer. So minus 2 times minus 4 is 8, and then p times p is p square, so it's 8p square. So from here I get 15p square plus 20p, and then from here I get minus 6p plus 8p square. So as you can see here, I've got 20p minus 6p, or 20 lots of p, take away 6 lots of p, which is just 14p. And then I've got 15p square plus 8p square, which is 23p square, and it's positive, so plus 23p square. And you could have easily written it as 23p square plus 14p. It's the same answer. Okay, so because in this first bracket, single bracket, when I expand this, because the 3m is outside the bracket, I'm going to write 3m here on the left and 2m minus 1 on the top there. So 3m times 2m is 6m square, 3 times 2 is 6, and m times m is m square, so 6m square. Just to remind you, the bit of side working out here, 3m times 2m is the same as saying 3 times m times 2 times m, which is the same as saying 3 times 2 is 6, and m times m is m square, so 6m square. And then 3m times minus 1 is minus 3m. And then with this single bracket, when I expand it, it's going to be 2m and then 5 minus m, and it's positive because it's positive here. So plus 2m times 5 is just plus 10m, positive 10m, and then 2m, positive 2m times minus m is going to be minus 2m square. So a bit of a side explanation about that. So we have positive 2m times minus m, which is the same as saying 2 times m times minus m. So 2 times m was just 2m, and then 2m, if it's just positive m, it would have been 2m square, but it's not, it's the negative there, so it's going to be negative 2m square. So from here we have 6m square minus 3m, and then from here we've got plus 10m minus 2m square. So I can see from here I've got minus 3m plus 10m, minus 3 at 10m, well, minus 3 at 10 is 7. So minus 3 lots of m plus 10 lots of m is going to be 7m. And then 6m squared take away 2m squared is 4m squared. It's positive, so plus 4m squared. So the final answer is 7m plus 4m squared, which you could have easily written as 4m squared plus 7m. Is the same answer. Question 63 now. So I can see here 6d on the outside of the bracket, so I'll write 6d here, and then I can see 4 minus 2d, so 4 minus 2d. So 6d times 4 is 24d, and then 60 minus 2d is minus 12d square. To explain that in a bit more detail, 6d times minus 2d is the same as saying 6 times d times minus 2 times d. So into 6 times minus 2 you get minus 12, and d times d is d square, so it's minus 12d square. Then we've got plus d, which is a positive, so if you want to, you can write plus d like that if you want to, and then 3d minus 2 on the top. So positive d times 3d is the same as saying d times 3d, which is 3d square, and then d times minus 2 is minus 2d. So from here I get 24d minus 12d square, and then from here I get plus 3d was positive, so plus 3d square minus 2d. So first of all I can see 24d minus 2d is going to be 22d, and then minus 12d square plus 3d square is going to be minus 9d square. So remember, minus 12 add 3 is minus 9, so minus 12 lots of d square add 3 lots of d square is minus 9d square. So this here is the final answer. So when I'm expanding the first pair of single brackets, I can see 4e outside the bracket, so 4e will come on the left there, and then the 3e minus 5 will go on the top. So 4e times 3e is 12e square, and then 4e times minus 5, well, 4 times minus 5 is minus 20, then times e, so it's minus 20e. So just quickly to explain why is 12e square, 4e times 3e is the same as saying 4 times e times 3 times e. So 4 times 3 is 12 times e is e square. Now in the second single bracket, I want to expand that one. Minus 2e comes here, and then e minus 7 comes here. So minus 2e times e, well, minus 2, if I do a side explanation here, minus 2e times e is the same as saying minus 2 times e times e. So we know that e times e is e square, so minus 2 times e square. which we write like this, minus 2e square, and then minus 2 times minus 7, minus 2e times minus 7 is going to be plus 14e, and we'll side explanation for that as well here. So minus 2e times minus 7 is the same as saying minus 2 times e times minus 7. Minus 2 times minus 7 is positive 14 times e. So from here I get 12e square minus 20e, and then from here I get minus 2e square plus 14e. Now 12e square minus 2e square is just 10e squared, and then minus 20e plus 14e is going to be minus 6e. So minus 20 lots of e and 14 lots of e will be minus 6e, and this is the final answer. So remember here, if the temperature is minus 20 and in the morning as the sun rises it goes up by 14 degrees, we'll go from minus 20 up by 14 to minus 6. So if you're not comfortable with adding and subtracting with negative numbers or multiplying and dividing negative numbers, please watch that playlist first before you try these topics. Question 65 now. So I've got 3k here, so I'll write 3k on the side and then 2k plus p. So 3k times 2k is 6k square, and then 3k times p is plus 3k p. And then here I've got minus 2k, so that comes to the left here, minus 2k, and then I've got 3p minus 4k, so 3p minus 4k. So minus 2 times 3 is minus 6, and then k times p is kp, so it's minus 6kp. And then we've got minus 2k times minus 4k. Well, minus 2 times minus 4 is plus 8, positive 8, and then k times k is k square. So just to explain that in a bit more detail, so minus 2k times minus 4k is the same as saying minus 2 times k times minus 4 times k, which is the same as saying, well, minus 2 times minus 4 is positive 8 and k times k is k square, so that's why I've got the positive 8k square. So from here I get 6k square plus 3kp, and then from here I get minus 6kp plus 8k square. So now I can see 6k square plus 8k square is 14k square, or 6 lots of k square add 8 lots of k square is 14k square. And then I can see 3kp minus 6kp. 3 lots of kp take away 6 lots of kp is going to be negative, or minus 3kp, and that is the final answer.